Hi friends, today I have brought a reading for you about what is coming up for you next in love. So the decks that I am using here for you today, for you I'll be using the Muse Tarot deck. For your partner, I'll be using the Light Seers Tarot deck. For the energies between you and your partner, we are using the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And lastly, we are using the spirit animal oracle cards for some extra information and guidance on your relationship or on your situation. This is a timeless reading. If you are watching this reading right now, then this is the perfect time for you to watch this reading. So friends, these are your three piles, three cards. If you feel that you resonate with card number 1, then pile number 1 is the pile for you. This is pile number 2, card number 2, and this is card number 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to leave you with the cards for 30 seconds. Whichever card resonates with you, calls out to you instinctively, that is the pile for you to watch. I've given the timestamps below. You can watch the respective pile. Let us first pull out cards for you and your special someone. Now let us pull out cards for your energies. And last but not the least, this is your card which we had selected right in the beginning, pile number 1. So let us start looking at your energies first. The Moon card. 8 of Pentacles. the sun, 9 of Swords, very contrasting energies here, 10 of Emotions, and 2 of Pentacles. I see a very interesting story playing out here. The Hierophant, the Hermit, okay, 9 of Voices, 3 of Cups. You guys seem to be quite a contrast of each other, especially in the relationship. Let us first just look at these cards before we move on to these cards about how you are relating with each other. Let us first see what the two of you are bringing into the relationship. So, what I see here is a complete contrast of energies. A huge contrast, at least, if not complete. Because with the moon here and with the 8 of Pentacles here, I see that you're an intuitive person and you feel intuitively connected with your person. For you, this is a deep and emotional connection. And you are always focused on your emotions. For your partner, even though the partner is continuously looking out for you, this is much more of a stable, practical relationship. The way the two of you perceive the relationship, the kind of energies that you bring into the relationship, the thoughts that you bring in are a complete contrast. You are very cheerful and optimistic about the relationship, whereas uh, he or she, your partner, has a very kind of a almost a negative, depressive, pessimistic approach. This person may actually be so pessimistic that their pessimism is pushing them into depression, into bouts of depression, negativity, crying, insomnia. Uh, it's almost as though they are haunted by their own negative perception of this relationship. It is also possible that they've had some very traumatic experiences in the past, which is that baggage is being brought into this relationship in the form of a negative expectation, in the form of a pessimism. I see you feeling the emotional connect with this person very beautifully. I see you feeling fulfilled by this person, having a lot of love for this person. And this person is kind of trying to delay things, is unsure, is playing hot and cold, is lost in their own world. Still, I get a feeling that they enjoy your warmth, your love, your connectedness, your emotions. They feed off it. It fulfills them. It gives them stability. It gives them positivity, which is why they are continuously looking at you. They may even feel that they are to a certain extent dependent on you. I don't mean dependence in Some of them may be financially dependent on you, but mostly I see a very good chance of a psychological dependence, as though in order to feel complete, in order to feel grounded, they need you by their side. You choose to, pile number one, you choose to interact with them in a socially acceptable manner. You're a little uh, conservative who likes to take the middle ground, middle path, who wants to do things the acceptable way. You may be a little religious. You may be the kind of person who believes that we should uh, kind of live life. We come into this world in order to live with the people around us, and we should do so in harmony. Whereas your friend is choosing to be isolated. You may want to connect with them continuously, whereas they are choosing to be a little isolated. They want to be in their own world. They want to probably focus on finding their inner light, which they have probably lost somewhere along the way because of their past experiences. You may be feeling that they're a little out of your grasp. Some of you may actually be liking their introverted nature. Some of you may be feeling that, okay, I can be the stable one around them and let them be, because they are definitely the kinds in this relationship to not make the first move, to not really, they're not really choosing to connect with you immediately. All the parameters in terms of how you relate to each other internally, you seem to be far more optimistic and positive than them. The only thing that I see here that is a little I should say more positive about your partner is that they are very cheerful. How they talk to you, how they communicate with you, they do it in a very friendly manner. They talk to you like a very good friend. That is actually the most positive part that I see of them. I wouldn't, somehow I'm picking up the feeling that, they're being introverted, they're being a little, they don't really reach out much to anybody and to you, probably. And it is possible that you find that endearing, you actually like it. You may actually be liking a lot of these things, even the baggage that is coming in. Maybe it gives you a kind of, you know, if you're like the sun, you like to shine upon them. As they say, opposites attract. So if they are sad, they kind of bask in your sunlight. Is that resonating with you, pile number one? Do comment in the comments box below. You are positive internally. However, I see that you are not so positive when it comes to communicating with them. You probably get a little negative. You may not be the one, in fact, in this area to really reach out. In terms of communication, they are the ones who probably reach out to you. but they reach out to you because your emotional warmth, your positivity, your optimism makes them want to reach out to you. Your, that security that they feel by your permanence, that you are always there, and always there in a very dependable kind of a manner, very stable kind of a manner. That is something which makes them want to talk to you. Let us also see what is happening between the two of you in terms of relationship. So the first card I see here is the Page of Pentacles. Okay. And the Emperor card. Interesting. I see your relationship starting to bloom, being nourished more by the woman in this relationship. Now, if you are the woman, then you are the one nourishing it more. If they are the woman, then they are nourishing it more. It is also a possibility that the woman may actually be the one providing greater stability in this relationship. The one thing that is coming through very strongly here is that your relationship has actually been very stable. The way you guys interact with each other has been stable, and you feel that this is a dependable relationship. You guys may actually be depending a lot on each other. It has grown steadily, but slowly but steadily over the period of time. Eight of Cups and Three of Cups. Now, this is a very interesting combination here. This combination here somehow tells me that you guys are presently relating very beautifully with each other in a beautiful friendship. You feel the bond, you feel the connection. It is more about the friendship and the relating with each other rather than just the love. It is about how you feel at ease with your partner, with each other, basically. A place to call home, a place which is actually, uh, you can retreat from the world into the other person. That person feels so cozy and comfortable here. You feel like this is your personal abode, the place where you feel you can go and relax, go and be yourself with this person. So I actually see very positive current energies also. Let us also see what's coming up for you. Justice card and the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting combination again. With the Ten of Pentacles, I definitely see things progressing slowly and steadily. You guys do not seem to be the kind of, people who will rush into things, who will be rash about things. There's something very slow, calm, steady about your relationship. And you will continue to grow this way. You can actually plan your future. I see very bright chances of you tying the knot. If you are already married with each other, that is, then I see you planning a family in the future. I see a very balanced, steady, comfortable family kind of a feeling within the relationship, even in the future. This is the kind of relationship which I get the feeling is not very high on the feel good factor, but it is something which is meant for keeps. This is the kind of relationship where you feel comfortable over a long period, extended period of time. Initially, I was really surprised to see the contrast that you guys bring into the relationship, but looks like that is really working for you. Let us finally see that card which you had actually selected. And this is something extra about the relationship that the universe wants to tell you. At your spirit, be fearless and bold. If the relationship is so steady, then obviously the universe is telling you to be completely comfortable in this relationship. Also, this card could be, kind of motivating you, especially you, to express yourself to the fullest to your partner. Because as of now, you're not being able to express yourself the way you should be expressing. Probably you are feeling something and saying something else, thinking something, saying something else, acting one way, saying something else, feeling positively, not letting it come through, thinking very highly of your partner, not allowing it to reach expression. So this card is motivating you to express freely whatever you think and feel about this person, because your actions can in any case be felt by the other person. Your thoughts and your warmth can in any case be felt by your partner. On the other hand, this card is also telling your partner to let go of the old hurt, let go of the limiting thoughts, let go of the desire to try and not to feel too much. They may be a little scared to feel. They may be a little too introverted. They may be a little scared to really put themselves completely out there internally for fear of getting hurt again. So this card is again telling your partner to be fearless and bold and go all out. Love, think positive, just be just as warm internally as they are when they speak with you. So pile number one, this is a very interesting spread that you have here, an interesting thing that is going on between the two of you. And please do comment how this reading resonates with you. Bye-bye, pile number one. So pile number two, let us pull out cards for you first and then for your partner. This, of course, is the card that you had selected. I'll put this aside. We'll come to it in the end. And this deck to see the energies between you and your partner. Okay. So pile number 2, let us see what your cards are saying about what you are bringing into the relationship. 7 of materials. Okay. 2 of swords. Okay. Not a very positive energy to begin with. Queen of inspiration. And the Knight of Pentacles. The Wheel card. And 6 of Swords. Knight of Inspiration. The High Priestess. The Emperor card. 8 of Swords. Okay, so to begin with, I see that the basic, I don't know how to put it, the basic energies that you guys, both of you, are putting into the relationship are not the best. That's said very subtly. For you, pile number 2, with the 7 of materials here, I see you could have probably spent a long time waiting for the right person to come up. And probably you are feeling that you are still in the same space. It's as though you are still waiting. Maybe you were hoping for the relationship to grow and you are still waiting. With your partner, they are not very clear about the relationship and about how they want to proceed. They are slow and cautious, yes. Probably for them, this may actually be even more about how what the relationship could do for them, rather than actually feeling the connection. For your partner, I see that somehow they are so, you know, they are so, I'm sorry, excuse me for using these words, but they are so messed up in their head, so messed up in their head that they are bringing that mess into the relationship. And no wonder you are feeling as though you are still waiting for the right person, waiting for them, waiting for their uh, waiting in a way for themselves to extend themselves, maybe waiting for them to clear up their mind, maybe waiting for them to actually see you. Maybe they don't even see you. Maybe they don't see you, either they don't see you or they don't see you for what you are. Maybe either some of you are waiting for them to take note of you, or else you feel that they simply either look through you or they don't understand you. They are not really able to understand you as you are. Their thoughts, their mind is so messed up that they may actually not be seeing much. Here, with the Queen of Inspiration, I see that your thoughts are pretty clear. You are clear, focused, you know what you want. They are practical and they are probably too busy with other things. It is also possible that, as I said, for some of them, it is about what the relationship can bring for them. What benefits is the relationship bringing for them? So I am not surprised to see the wheel card here, obviously, because you will end up feeling high, low, happy, depressed, and everything in between. You will obviously have your mood swings in that case. And you will obviously, that those mood swings will be coming into the relationship. The good part is that this person may, it's there's a possibility that they may be trying to help you out with the mood swings, not even realizing that they themselves are responsible for those mood swings. You seem to be quite focused in how you interact with them. They are probably in a zone of their own. They are not really there. They may seem to be there, but they are not really there. See, just look at their energies. In fact, look at the energies for the both of you. Eyes closed. Look at this. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Is this how you feel the person is? Pile number 2. It's almost as though one person is not there in the relationship. Is that how you feel in the relationship? If the relationship is otherwise and these cards are reflecting anything otherwise, I would be really surprised. But we will still save that for later. You may be quite energetic and focused, and you'll be like, you'll have an energetic approach to the relationship, or at least towards them, in case for those of you who are not in a relationship and are doing the reading for someone whom you are not in a relation with. You are quite energetic towards them. I really don't know how much of your energy is actually reaching them. They may not even understand how and what to say to you. They may either be feeling tongue-tied around you, or else their state of mind is inhibiting their expression completely. You seem to be far more comfortable with yourself and with them than they are. They are basically uncomfortable with themselves. And then they are bringing that discomfort into this. Now let us see how the relationship, Nine of Cups and the Emperor card again. Okay. Despite all of this, I see that you guys have been into a very nice and comfortable relationship in the past. You feel nice and comfortable about each other. You feel protected and safe despite all of this. You feel loved. Now, this is an extreme contrast, and I would love to, read your comments about how these complete contrasts are turning out in your relationship. So please do leave comments on as to how this complete diverse thing is playing out in the relationship, where this is happening, yet the relationship seems to be quite fulfilling, stable. Whosoever the male is, whether you are the male or the other person is the male, I sense a sense of rigidity in the male and a sense of flexibility in the female. Page of Swords and Eight of Wands. There seems to be love in the relationship. There seems to be creativity in the relationship. A sense of novelty, a sense of, maybe together, the two of you, you feel that you're being able to evolve mentally, evolve the way you think. This love is probably enabling you to evolve how you think, especially, as I said, the male in the relationship. The woman is flying high. Four of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, what lovely cards. So what's coming next for you guys? I see a very strong possibility of you guys getting married, staying together, finding happiness together, finding stability together, finding love together, being into a stable long-term relationship. In case you already are married, then pregnancy is on the cards. I see a beautiful time coming up. Now, I am really, really surprised at these cards here. And I would love to hear how these things are really, playing out for you and how you're handling this. Because pile number 2, you seem to be quite uh, more bringing in more maturity and positivity than your partner. Is do you feel that way, pile number 2? And is the reading resonating with you? And still you seem to have drawn all the positive cards with when it comes to the real relationship and how the two of you are going. So I would really love to know about this contrast. Now, finally, the last card which you had pulled up in the pick a card, Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Interesting. So the universe is guiding you that, contrary to our expectations, any obstacle that comes in the way of this relationship should be and has the potential to be overcome. What a beautiful message. So all the best, pile number 2. Do let me know your thoughts. Bye bye. So pile number 3, let's pull out your cards. The first card seems to have something to say to us, so let's put it here. I see a card wanting to say something and another one here. And cards for your partner. This is the card which you had selected. We'll put this aside. We'll come to it in a bit, or rather towards the end of the reading. And let us pull out cards for how the two of you are relating to each other. Lots of cards seem to be wanting to say something. So let's start. 10 of Emotions. What a beautiful card. 4 of Cups. Well, looks like you seem to be overflowing with what you have to offer, but your partner wants more, wants something else, is not completely satisfied with all the beautiful emotions that you have to offer. 10 of Inspiration and 5 of Cups. You think a lot about them. You may be thinking about them continuously. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And they have this deep-seated dissatisfaction. The Sun card and 9 of Cups. Okay, So they do have emotions for you, which is nice. You have beautiful emotions for them, completely innocent and all warm, loving, caring, nurturing, beautiful emotions for this person. And they also have emotions for you. They have their own feelings for you. Okay, so muse of inspiration here. You know, you the way you extend yourself towards them, it's like it's a very you extend yourself in a very clear manner, in a very completely open and no nonsense manner. The Tower, they on the other hand seem to be, see, so there are two possibilities over here that I see. Either this person is not completely sure about how to relate to you, or else they come across as completely disinterested. Another thing I see here, which is a very high chance of happening, is that they, kind of completely uh, just do not relate to you, don't, they kind of get, they may even be getting aggressive, getting, how do I say it? It's like you try and interact with them, and they will interact in a manner such as in a manner that will dispel you, send you away. Ten of voices. You are at a complete loss to understand what to say to them. Page of Pentacles. Communication is the one area where they are comfortable with you. They know what to talk, how to talk. They uh, kind of, they're practical and reasonably okay in terms of how they communicate with you. So I do see that you may be feeling, you know, even though you have lovely emotions for this person, you think a lot about them, and I'm not surprised about that. Your emotions are very bright and positive about it. You feel very, very, uh, you really feel a lot, and you feel intensely and deeply for this person. They, on the other hand, may not be as intense. They are quite divided. They have feelings, and then they have reservations. Their reservations could kind of just completely destroy the way they interact with you. They may actually be, you may feel left out, uncared for in the way they act towards you. Let us look at how your relationship has been. The Hierophant and the Three of Wands. I don't know, when I look at this card, the feeling that I'm getting over here The feeling that I'm basically getting over here is that you guys feel like you are each other's confidant. Or maybe you turn to each other for guidance. With the Hierophant and the Three of Wands here, it could be about having had heart to heart talks in the past. However, with the Three of Wands here, it could also have been about finding roots in one another, growing together. It could be about how can we progress together. I see I see a lot of positivity here where one of you is providing wise counsel to the other, and the other finds solace in the wise counsel or the whatever the second is receiving from the first. So I see a lot of warmth here between the two of you, which led to the development of the relationship. Or at least this was there in the past, even in the recent past. Knight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. So, as of today, I see this relationship has kind of slowed down, become more practical, become more worldly. It could be more about day to day things rather than really feeling the connection. It could also be about being there for each other. It could be about um, feeling stable with the other person. It's a kind of a steadiness that you enjoy in the relationship as of today. Now, these are interesting things because there are contrasts that I see here again. Pile number 3. I see on the one hand your partner bringing in disruptive actions or actions which could disrupt the relationship. Maybe he or she, maybe they have a tendency to kind of behave irrationally at times, behave completely haphazardly, uh, maybe, you know, being rash, being sudden, being over the top, not knowing what to expect of your partner. These are the kind of actions that I am seeing here. They may also mentally be sometimes preoccupied, turned away, etc. And yet I see a beautiful relationship. So do leave your comments and share if you would like to share about how this contrast is there in your relationship. In the future, I see Knight of Cups, which is such a beautiful card. Just look at this card. It's like holding your heart out for the other person. This is beautiful. And the King of Pentacles. Again, yes. So the stability which is there currently will continue in the future. And plus, I see this fantastic emotional connect. The relationship where you guys are kind to each other, loving towards each other. literally wearing your heart on your sleeves. Let us now, in the end, I want to take a look at this card with which you had selected your pile number 3. Nightingale spirit, love is all around. So this card for your relationship is an interesting card because I think what it is affirming for the two of you and your relationship is that no matter how wrong or how erratic or how haphazard other things may be, but the love is there, and the love is deep rooted, and that is what is keeping the relationship going and going strong. Nightingale spirit is also about expressing your love to your partner. So, somewhere it is also guiding the two of you to be more expressive in love, because I do see that for you, and you can respond in the comment section also, you are finding it a little difficult to communicate, to express yourself, especially in terms of how you feel about them. You may think a lot about them, you may feel a lot for them, feel intensely and deeply, but when it comes to expressing that love, you are not being able to do it. Even for your partner, for that matter, they could also do with a lot more expression, because the love is there. And I think it's the love which eventually is keeping the relationship going, whereas other things, even if they are not in place, the nightingale spirit is telling you that it is the love which is keeping the relationship going. So pile number 3, I hope you liked your reading. Bye bye.